So this is the thing. Welcome to the Hey Coworker Podcast. I'm RJ, the friendly neighborhood Dom, and this is
Tammy,
aka
Big Rox,
not the little one.
never the little one.
And we are your favorite not safe for work coworkers, home of you, the best coworkers in the world. Thank y'all for being here when you could have been anywhere in the world. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting notification bells, doing all of the things. We greatly appreciate it. And yeah, that's wild. No, that's absolutely wild. And this is why I be like, any sign a woman shows me that she is not interested, I instantly leave it alone. Mm-hmm. Because stuff like that would confuse me.
I mean, as it should. As it should. We were all confused. This is in no way a well, if you just paid attention or if you just we all thought she liked him. She knows that she knows that she's very flirty. I just really want to know what it looks like when you're actually flirting. Like what it looks like when you're talking to somebody who you do like. Oh,
she's a bumbling mess. She has. I guarantee you, she's quiet and shy when she likes a motherfucker.
Cause yeah, we all thought
she's either quiet or shy, and she doesn't know how to like speak to him, or she's climbing all over them like a jungle gym.
Yeah. Yeah.
And depending on the way you like them, could be both. But yeah. Sorry, I just had like flashbacks of being in high school, mm-hmm. and like someone flirting with me that don't really like want me, and me being confused about it and not knowing how to like process that. And it took me back to that place, and I don't like that place.
Yeah, I can't lie. I did not used to be the best person. And I don't think I was terrible by any means. I was never like mean or I don't think I did too much, but there was a period in my life, and I don't even know that I'm all the way out of it. But there was a period in my life where the phrase, just because I don't want you, don't mean I don't want you to want me, was like mantra, like the motto for my life.
There is, I feel like there were a lot of, where I dealt with that a lot. Mm-hmm. With women when I was in my like early 20s, which is why all the red pillar stuff made sense to me. And then I realized, no, them women just weren't interested in you, and you didn't know how to pick up on that.
Yeah. And
you fed into giving people time that like continuously showed you that they didn't really. Okay, for all the dudes out there listening, all right, if you are texting her and you go to make a date with her, and you twice, she says no, not that date. And she don't suggest a date. She's never suggested a date that y'all can meet. She's not interested. If she's never taken an active role in helping to plan the thing, when you said, "Ayo, well, does this work?" and she says no, she just rejects the idea. She's not interested in you at all whatsoever. If y'all are just like texting all the time, and then you try to like make plans to see her, and she's always got something to do, she is not interested in you. She is using you for entertainment.
Entertainment and
this is the thing, I'm not even saying that that's a bad thing, because you can also use her for entertainment, and you can just practice, because now you know what this is. This is just practice. You are just practicing your texting for when you find somebody that you actually like now. As long as y'all are both this is the thing. Play the game.
Yeah, entertainment, or there was a time where I just liked the attention. I just like feeling wanted from as many people mm-hmm. as, whoever, like, so it's like, a guy hits on you, you let him know that you're not interested in him in that way, and then when he backs off, it's like, so you just don't want yeah
nothing?
Girl.
That's exactly what happened. You told me you wasn't interested
in my early 20s. Now I told y'all, people don't leave me. Now I can confidently say, in my adulthood, I have more experiences where a nigga has hit on me, mm-hmm. or something has happened. We used to fuck around or whatever, and I say, no, I'm good. That's not what I want to do. And those niggas don't be mean to me, stop being my friend, walk away, none of that. And I know a lot of people will then say, oh, they just sticking around in hopes that you change your mind or blah, blah, blah. That might very well be true, but guess what? Guess who has respect? They're not trying me. You can want whatever the fuck you want. You can hope whatever you hope. Don't let me see that shit, and they don't.
And that's an assumption that those men don't don't value women and don't see women as human beings.
Right.
Which for a lot of men would be a valid assumption, but that's
But it's
based
not
on
all.
your ability to pick men.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could also say the same thing about like female friends that I have slept with that I'm still cool with.
Mm-hmm.
That they could just be waiting around
Right.
for whatever, but they don't. And if they are, they're not trying me because they respect me and they respect my relationship. So whether or not you're trying to predict someone's values, and all we are talking about right now is the behavior.
Right.
Because the behavior, and if the behavior starts to indicate that they have values that disrespect my relationship, then I can get rid of that person.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that. Especially when I'm always the one ending shit. And then they like, oh, no, we can still be. If you can handle that. If you can do that. But then sometimes you gotta sometimes you gotta let people know, I'm not trying to be your friend, bro.
Yeah, no, like
the way this ended, what it was.
We can never be friends, actually.
Because a lot of people don't be realizing, like, there's a lot of crossover. Like, if you did something to me in a relationship, you think I'm gonna let you do that same shit to me in
As
the
a
friend
friend
version? If you didn't respect our relationship, you think I think you're gonna respect our friendship?
I'm trying to think of like, no. And also I'm lucky because I haven't had an actual, I've had very few girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a lot of situationships, but actual official girlfriends, when I was at PV, not in undergrad, I never had a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. So that kept me out of like a lot of stuff. And because I was usually quite clear about who I was and what I was looking for and what I wanted, I stayed out of trouble and I stayed out of drama.
Yeah.
Also, I minded my business because I minded my business and I liked girls who liked to mind their business. Mm-hmm. So discernment kept me out of some things. Yeah. It also sometimes you do things because you like people more than what is safe for you to like them. Does that make sense?
It might, if I know what you...
Okay. Every time I did a dumb thing, I liked someone far more than I should have. Mm-hmm. And I let my like of them dictate how I behaved instead of sticking with what I know I should be doing. Mm-hmm. I didn't stand on business. That really be the main cause of stuff. When you don't stand on business, you always hurt yourself more than you hurt everybody else.
You know who has ruined the phrase stand on business for me?
Who's that?
Tokyo Toni. She made a video and said, I'm not standing on business. You stand on business. I sit on business. You get no ovations from me, bitch. So now every time I'll be wanting to say I'm going to stand on business, I just be thinking you get no ovations from me.
First of all, you can sit down and give an ovation. So that was the first thing I thought. It's like the standing and the ovation don't necessarily have to go together. Yeah.
But it's what I think every time I hear the phrase
makes,
now.
Like it makes sense, and it's funny. The problem is my brain be ruining jokes because I'd be like, I know that this is supposed to be funny, but the logical side of my brain goes, logistically, you can sit and give an ovation,
and also sitting on the business is usually the fucking problem in the first place. So
you're not wrong. Every time. That's good.
Exactly. You didn't stand on it. You sat on it, and that is. And it reminded
you why you've never stood on business when it came to this in the first place. Because
that's why I sit when you can stand.
You like the seat. It's so comfortable. It wraps you up.
Yeah.
It's a great thing.
I love Tokyo Toni down.
The hoodness of it all.
She's so funny. Goodness.
Bro, I have not been on the internet. Speaking of which, we're in this. How are you, friend? We caught off camera, but how are you? How's your week been? How's everything?
It's been a lot. I already told you this, but yesterday morning at about 3 a.m, I woke up throwing up, and if you say I'm pregnant, I will block you. Because as soon as a woman,
my nigga, this was in my show notes because I was gonna ask at what point do men stop assuming that if you're like slightly ill that you're pregnant? Because this is the thing. If little one tells me she woke up with a headache and her stomach felt off, I automatically think she's pregnant.
when you watch TV or movies, any time a woman is sick, she is pregnant or has a pregnancy scare. People think it does not matter. Damn, I can't just have the fucking flu. I can't get food poisoning. I can't just be a little under weather. But anyway, because y'all know how I feel. I'm on 17 birth controls right now.
So it will not be me.
But anyway, so I woke up throwing up. About an hour or so later, I woke up diarrhea. So I was just like down bad for the whole day, just both ends. It was not cute. Okay. But then I didn't have any pain. I was thinking that it was food poisoning. I had all the symptoms of food poisoning, but no pain, none of the stomach cramping. But yeah, probably at around like 6 or 7, it got bad. Like my chills got really bad. I didn't have no energy. I was like, my kids was really raising themselves. Cause I was in my room with the heater on, laying on the floor. I don't know what the hell they was doing. They kept coming in there to check on me every now and then, and they go back to minding their business. I made sure that they had food and water while I laid on the floor. I still wasn't in no pain. I hadn't eaten anything. I've been throwing up all day. Like my body is empty. I'm completely drained. And now I have these chills and like light body aches. It wasn't a good time. So I took some Theraflu last night just for the symptoms. I still think that it was just food poisoning, but just to help with those symptoms and not knock out. And I feel much better today. I'm just still kind of low energy, but I just think that's because the lack of food. Yeah.
That's fair.
But
it's very interesting how you raise children and they go from like being little puppies to basically now yours are cats. You just make sure food and water is out and they just handle themselves. Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah. And they're young.
That's the thing that I be thinking about is a lot of the people that I know that have children have young children or children that are around the age of like they're below the age of 12. Mm-hmm. And I think parenting looks different as you get older. And I think that the motherfuckers that we got now that hate the fact that they have children, a lot of them hate their children because their children are so dependent on them.
Yeah.
And they do not want to
when you don't have the support around you, it can be very overwhelming. Mm. Yeah. To have somebody who needs you to do everything for them. My oldest was like, why do you have to take us to Mimi's house? Every time I got to drop him off, I just tell him I'm going to work. When I drop him off at school, I tell him I'm going to work. If I got to take him somewhere, I always just tell him I'm going to work. He don't understand too much, you know. So he's like, why you got to take us to Mimi's house when you got to go to work? I said, well, I got to go to work. You can't stay here. He's like, yes, I can. Me and Milo. I'm like, you don't even know how to open water bottles by yourself. Like a fresh one. Once it's already been opened, he got it.
Yeah.
But a fresh one, what you want me to do? Just open all the water bottles before I leave, just in case? Like, you still bring me. Well, they don't eat Lunchables anymore, but it's like you would bring me Lunchables because I have to do it for you. You can't open the Capri Sun. Like, what are you gonna do here by yourself? You know what he told me? He said, "I just eat before you leave."
Well, he's thinking.
Critical thinking skills. Like my kids are not dumb. They might not make sense,
but he thought about what he said.
Yeah.
And it made sense to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have a video that I might post. The video is of me, but you can hear my kids talking in the background. And my oldest keeps getting upset because my youngest keep cutting him off. He says, why do you keep talking when I'm talking? Especially because my youngest don't ever be saying nothing. Like, my oldest will be talking, and then the little one just be like, because, and he's like, you don't even want nothing.
I actually have something to say. Why are you messing with me, bro? That's exactly what it is. This is the thing. They're going to get to the point where they get older, and that's going to become fights.
Because they were fighting the other day. I have seen them, like, hit each other. Mm-hmm. I heard a scuffle from the other room. I heard it.
They're how old again?
You just hear. That's all you hear.
Bro, they're mad close in they're so close in age. That's gonna be a thing their entire lives.
I said, is that fisticuffs? Is that fisticuffs? What the hell are y'all in here doing?
You better get them both some boxing gloves.
Because they can't either one of them fight. My oldest fight with his mouth. That's all he do. Oh, brother. my youngest can't. He don't play fight well. When he actually mad,
oh yeah,
watch out, because he cocked that bitch back from here. Like when he actually upset. Yeah, but to play fight, he play fight like little taps. He don't like if they're play fighting. My oldest has the advantage. If they're fighting for real, because they weigh about the same. My youngest is thicker, while my oldest is taller. Mm-hmm. But he's thin. He's small like me. Like he's been having abs since he was born. Mm-hmm. I'm not kidding.
That's crazy.
So, and they both have had mustaches since they were born. Like they both had hair on their upper lip since like 2 months old. So
that's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
What are we putting in the food? Starting to get concerned.
I don't know, but my oldest ain't eating it anyway with his picky ass, so it don't matter. So it don't matter. I said, "What you want to eat? Bread." You know what he means by bread?
What?
Tortillas from Chipotle. Specifically, that's what he wants. If he say bread, he wants tortillas from Chipotle.
What is it with kids and bread? Why do they just want bread?
I don't know, because my youngest not like that. If you ask my youngest what you want to eat, meat, chicken.
That was me. My younger brother, he wanted all the carbs.
Yeah. Yeah, because my oldest loves bread. He loves rice, beans. My youngest, I want some meat.
And I want and if I'm going out, more than likely if I'm I don't want the chicken. Give me whatever the red meat is, or I want the seafood. Don't play with me.
Yeah. And I love chicken. I wish I could be a chicken. I wish I could be a chicken because I want to offer somebody the type of happiness that chicken offers me.
That's crazy. Yo, I had never seen this. Yo, Florida's a different kind of place, bro.
Florida?
Yeah.
Is it still attached?
Yes.
To the U.S.?
Yes. Oh. I was in Florida. First of all, Florida is so weird. Mm-hmm. Like we were out there. I didn't do my catch up. I was in Florida last week because of poetry. Mm-hmm. So I was at Southern Fried Poetry Festival. We won, by the way.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We are number one in the region, the Southern region. Because there's no more national poetry slams anymore. There's just like regional ones, and so Southern Fried is one of the biggest regional poetry slams, like team slams. So yeah, it was dope. We went out there, we won, did our thing. But we're in Pompano, Florida, and there was just chickens, just like walking around. Mm-hmm. Like I ain't seen. I was like, this is the most country, but also like Pompano is a beach town. Mm-hmm. So it's like you got beach on this side. You got like chickens.
Well, there were chickens everywhere when I went to Florida. I mean, Hawaii. Really? Yeah. Just as you drive down, there's just chickens on the side of the road. There were chickens everywhere when I was in Hawaii. Now, I don't know if that's just, I only went to one island, so I don't know if it's like that on different islands. I went to Kauai, but yeah, there were chickens everywhere.
I've never been there. I want to go, but they've been saying we don't want y'all to come be tourists over here. And I'd be like, does that apply to the black people too? Because
yeah, we not trying to change nothing.
No.
We don't want to stay.
I don't want to uproot nobody.
We don't want to stay.
I just wanted to be
We're trying to take over. I just want to go to the beach.
And maybe have a drink.
And Hawaii does, like when you're there, it does feel like you're out of the country, even though you're not.
Really?
Because the culture is,
it's so very, very different.
Because it's not supposed to be a part of the U.S., which is why it feels like that. It's not supposed to be here.
It feels very colonized. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, no. It doesn't feel colonized. Like when I was there, and now once again, I wasn't in Honolulu or Maui or one of the bigger islands, so maybe it's a bit more touristy there. Mm-hmm. But it didn't feel colonized. It felt like I was in another country, just somewhere that had completely different customs and everything. Wow, okay. Yeah, it just felt like it, even though it's part of the U.S. But it's supposed to feel like that because it's not supposed to be a part of the U.S. So
I hear you.
Yeah. I did say though that like if I go back to Hawaii, it would definitely be on a family vacation. It feels more like family fun than I was on a couples trip and I was trying to turn up. I was trying to get lit. I was trying to go to the parties and drink and have, and it wasn't a whole lot of places to do that. It wasn't a lot of options to choose. But like, if you want to go to the beach, have a good time, kids is out there, I'd probably take my kids back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like for what you want to go to either DR or like Costa Rica. Puerto Rico too.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
We had fun in Puerto Rico when we went.
Mm-hmm.
What a time.
See, my thing with traveling, I enjoy traveling, but I am truly a homebody. And so I need to go with somebody who is not. Because if it's up to me, we will, especially you go to some type of like resort, I won't leave. I want to go.
You got to have someone that's going to plan the excursions.
Yeah, somebody who's going to find stuff for us to do. And like, I'm not going to fight you on it. If we can go. But if it were up to me, if you go out there with no plan and it's like, oh, what do you want to do today? You want to find something to do? Or you want to chill at the hotel? I'm not leaving if you give me an option.
The only thing I'd be thinking about is, what am I eating? What's the food situation like over here?
That ain't on my brain.
I'd be like, I'm going to the place and I'm going to get some food over here because I like tasting different cuisine is my main thing, especially when I'm traveling.
Yeah.
Which I feel bad about because I didn't really do this time when I was in Florida. And I feel like there's a lot of good like Haitian food. Mm-hmm. A lot of good Haitian food, a lot of good Hispanic food. Yeah. But we were cooking a lot. So
yeah.
Is what it is. I did get some good fish though. Some good someone gave me some fried lobster. Some dope fried. I love a fried lobster, bro.
Fried lobster is always good.
I like it better than I like the steamed joint with because a lot of time that don't really be tasting like that.
Nothing. Yeah. I was a very big age. I probably was like 14 when I found out that crawfish don't turn into lobsters. I thought that because they look just alike.
They do.
I thought that crawfish were just baby lobsters. And if you leave them in the ocean long enough, they just grow up and become lobsters. I did not know that they were two different animals.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know exactly what a crawfish was until I came to Texas.
That's fair.
Because I had like they give you crawfish, but they don't give it to you in the shell. They just give you the like crawfish tails. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, the crawfish tails. I'm like, okay, this is delicious. I like this.
Yeah.
But I've never had, and then I come to Texas, go to my first crawfish boil, and I'm like, what are these bugs that you are giving me? Oh no, you gotta suck I'm not suck the what? Nah, bro, I'm good on that.
Yeah, there's this TikTok where this dude is like, if you ever need to be reminded that we are truly animals, put a seafood boil in front of a bad bitch. He's talking about the way they be.
Them fucking crab legs, dog. Hey, bro. And I do love a crab leg.
I love crab legs. The first time I took Vet with me to like, because my family we do seafood boils. Like that's like the way a lot of families barbecue, a lot of black families barbecue, ours is seafood boils. Like the whole summer.
But that's very Beaumont. That's very.
I do have a lot of family in Beaumont.
It's very Beaumont. It's very Galveston.
Which is where I'm from.
if you're from one of them places where you are by bodies of water, you tend to do seafood boils.
We used to go crabbing. Yeah, we used to go get the crabs.
It's very dependent upon like where you're from. So like if you are from Houston, Texas, you may do seafood boils as well as a nice barbecue. Mm-hmm. If you're from like the Bronx, I'm assuming y'all barbecue. If you're from LA, I'm assuming y'all barbecue. If you're from Chicago, I'm assuming y'all barbecue.
Yeah.
All of them places, I'm not going to assume y'all good seafood.
And you should, because
Maryland got good seafood.
Maybe it's just I think Maryland has good seafood, but it's not the same.
No.
As here, you know what I mean? Like that, it's its own variant
okay.
Not saying either one is better. I'm saying it's just like
I'm saying that down here is better. This is the thing. I love seafood everywhere. I'm not if I played myself once and ordered something that said it was Cajun outside of Louisiana or Texas, and it pissed me off. Stop saying things are Cajun when they're not.
Yeah, and just stick to what you know, because it might just be because negativity travels faster than positivity. But I have never once seen a seafood boil online from anywhere other than the South, and it looked good. They was putting hot dog weenies in the motherfuckers. They was putting like That's not gumbo, hun.
And it's not. Yeah, no. It's a specific kind of sauces that you're supposed to be using.
Weenies is not it. If I take that ladle and scoop out some goddamn Frank's,
bro, we might buy. That's like if I like. Okay, we all know the meat is the main course. We get that, but the sides are always the thing that keeps people. So if you, that's like if you volunteered to make the mac and cheese, and you bring cauliflower mac and cheese. You see how your face? You see how you just stopped? You see how you was bouncing?
Mac and cheese like that.
You see how your foot was bouncing and you instantly stopped because you played everybody.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I've said this on here before. My issue with vegans is not like, do what you want, eat what you want. I don't give a damn. Stop calling it meat. Don't say this crispy carrot bacon. No, it's fried carrots. It's fried carrots. It's caramelized carrots. It's maple carrots. It's just carrots. It's not any type of bacon. It is not bacon in any sense.
This is the thing. Have you ever had vegan food so good that you was like, this is... I've only ever been to one place where I was like, there's meat in this. There's got to be... No. I saw what you did. Mm-hmm. I know it's not meat in this. There's got to be meat in this, bro. Yeah. And it was a food truck outside of a poetry venue I used to go to called the poetry venue used to be called Spider House. It was where Austin Poetry Slam was. There's a vegan food truck outside of there, and I used to get a bacon cheeseburger, and it was spelled all weird so that you didn't think it was actual. And first of all, when I saw it the first time, I'm just dyslexic, so I don't know. This is not. I'm just like, okay, you just spell shit weird. Mm-hmm. I didn't know this was vegan food, and I'm eating it, and I'm like, this is fantastic. Like, it's so I can taste the meat. Yeah, I know there's got to be meat in here. My friend goes, so you really like vegan food? This is what now?
And I don't doubt that it's good. Mm-hmm. It's just not meat, so don't call it that. Don't call it a cheeseburger.
It's not a cheeseburger.
It's not a cheeseburger. It's a cheese patty. It's a meat. It's a patty.
It's a patty. It's a patty.
It's absolutely a patty.
Because it ain't no cheese there. Because this is not cheese.
Because cheese. So like I went to this event a couple of weeks ago and they did have a vegan thing there, and there was options for you to choose from, but all of them were things that were supposed to be meat, but they were vegan instead. Mm-hmm. So I got the pesto pasta because it ain't supposed to be no meat in that. Now I understand, that might call for milk and you didn't use milk or whatever, but like for me, it's really the meats. Mm-hmm. It ain't supposed to have no meat in it, so I'm absolutely okay with this. Everything else in here that you've named,
I'm trying to pretend like it's meat.
It's not. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm saying it's not meat.
You'll be calling it the icken. Yeah, the icken. The icken is fire.
But it's like, if you feel such a way, or I guess it depends on why people are vegan too. Like, if you feel like eating animals is wrong, why are you still pretending that you're eating animals?
Yeah, like I have a cauliflower steak. You had a cauliflower. What? That's not a steak, bro.
I saw a video of someone making watermelon steaks. They put them on the grill and everything. I will beat your ass.
I saw that, and I heard it actually does taste like, I want to taste it, but also I still want to fight you because why'd you do that?
I want to fight you if I didn't know that this is the type of function that I was coming to.
Yeah.
I want my one. If I did not know that this is the type. If you let me cut into this piece of watermelon
and
thinking that it is a steak.
If at any point I realize this is not actually a steak.
And like, I'm sure you can make it taste like whatever because meat has its own flavor, but a lot of times it's the seasonings. Like somebody once said, why don't eggs taste like chicken? And somebody else said, put enough Tonys on that motherfucker and it will. So yeah, I'm sure you can probably finagle it up. You get you some steak seasoning and stuff, and it'll give steak, but it's watermelon.
Fair. Side note, you ever notice you can't season eggs with the same shit that you season chicken with? because it don't taste good. Like garlic does not go in eggs.
No. The only seasons I put in my eggs is pepper and Tony's. A little bit of Tony's and some pepper. That's it. Unless I'm making some type of special, but like just like fried eggs, scrambled eggs, or whatever. I
do some cayenne pepper, maybe some paprika,
maybe some cayenne, but mostly just depending on the mood, but mostly just a little Tony's and some pepper. That's it. I don't be going too crazy on the eggs. But you know, like I can only eat 2 eggs, then they start tasting like eggs.
I know exactly what.
Once the eggs start to taste like eggs.
Okay, it's time to stop.
Let me push this away. Oh, okay. So do we have a docket?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay. I had a great moment the other day. My friend came over, and my friend loves food, and she loves to eat Asha with the locks for my birthday party. Okay, she came over. She loves to eat or whatever. And so when I talk to her about my relationship with food, she's often like, I don't understand that. Like, I love eating. I don't understand how you can't eat, blah, blah, blah. So then we talk about that. It comes up often. So then later on during the day, me, her, and Vet were sitting on the couch. And she was talking about how she has insomnia. And she loves sleep. Sleep just don't love her. It's very hard for her to go to sleep. Like, the only things that have actually ever really helped her sleep was smoking. And as she just started listing things, and I'm like, the way you feel about sleep is exactly how I feel about food. Every single thing that you've said. And I feel like, because people know what insomnia is, it's a thing and it's identifiable and you know the symptoms. But when people say that they don't like to eat, it's not as common. It's a little harder to understand. So I feel like that she opened my eyes to that, to where I can say, when somebody doesn't understand, it is the food version of insomnia. Because I like food. I appreciate good tasting food, but the process of eating, it is not. It's
a chore.
Yeah.
You're not alone. I have a couple of homegirls that feel the same way. And some of it could be low grade eating disorder, but some people just have things about food.
I do believe that I have RFID. I have not been tested for it, but reading about it, which is the food, it's an eating disorder. ARFID. Each one is there's 5 different types. I don't remember what all of them are, but I believe that I have the R, which is restrictive. And reading it, like,
oh, all of them are a different disorder.
Yes, they all fall. It all falls under one thing, but each one of them is a different type.
What's the things again?
I have no idea. I don't remember all of them.
The letters.
ARFID.
A is anorexia nervosa. R
is restrictive.
What's the other one?
No, anorexia and bulimia aren't in there.
Oh.
So it's a different thing. So there's some people who, like, okay, I don't remember what their titles are, but there's some people who are literally scared to eat because they're scared they're gonna choke.
Okay.
There's some people who, like, the texture, they simply can't do it.
Okay, so it's a different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's more of like an umbrella type thing, and you can fall into different. So mine, it's restrictive, but Vet was looking it up, and one of the biggest like symptoms or like characteristics where you can tell is ritualistic eating patterns, which I absolutely have. Majority of the foods that I eat regularly, I eat in a very specific way, and when I describe them out loud, I sound autistic.
I had. They could also be ADHD, because that's a thing with us too. So like there have been points in time where I can't eat certain foods if I'm not watching certain TV shows. It's really weird. Like at one point I connected The Big Bang Theory with Thai food, and if I couldn't eat anything else while I was watching The Big Bang Theory, which was really tough when I was like hyperfixating on Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
So, okay, I'll take one. Apple Jacks.
Okay.
This is how I eat Apple Jacks. And if I don't have the time, I simply won't eat it. If I cannot eat it like this, I pour a bowl of cereal, pour in the milk. Apple Jacks, you're familiar.
Yes.
I eat all the orange ones out. Apple Jacks are mostly orange, less green. I eat all the orange ones out, leave the green ones, pour another bowl of cereal. Eat all the orange ones out, leave the green ones, pour another bowl of cereal. Eat all the orange ones out. And at the end, I always eat 3 bowls of cereal of Apple Jacks. And then at the end, there are still the green ones from the first bowl plus the green ones from the second and the third. So there's the crunchy ones that are new and the soggy ones that are old. And like it, but I cannot, like, it's one thing if it's like, oh, I just like the texture at the end, blah, blah, blah. The last time I tried to eat Apple Jacks and I was in a hurry, I almost short circuited because I kept trying to just scoop up the whole thing. You don't have time for this. Just eat the fucking cereal. And I could not do it.
Yeah.
I could not do it. I eat Fruit Loops the exact same way, but since Fruit Loops has 6 colors, I do them 2 at a time. So I eat all the blue and purple ones first, then red and green, then orange and yellow.
So, sorry, you said something about autism, and my brain did this thing where, like, there are so many diagnoses apart from autism, but people will, like, and this is the reason why it is important for people to go to, like, professionals that can do this, and for you not to just, what's the name? Because you have to give differential diagnoses where you weed out certain things so that you can know that this is not a part of this. Because some of the things you're saying, I'm going, oh, if I didn't know any better, this would just sound like autism. But it's this other thing over here. Yeah.
And I don't think, because that's what I said. Like, it sounds, when you're describing it, like when I talk about the way that I eat certain foods and how I have very, very ritualistic eating, it does sound like autism, but I don't believe that I have autism. Or, you know, autism is such a broad spectrum. We all are probably
autism is a very broad spectrum, one, but also people don't, like, autism is funny and it's cute now that, like, TikTok has become popular and, like, it's cool to talk about mental health
on the spectrum.
Yeah, it's cool to talk about mental health, like, online now, right? But the people that were growing up and that were they got treated very, very badly because they were misunderstood or undiagnosed, or even sometimes if you were diagnosed, the ways in which we treated those people, like, this is the thing. I am someone who has dyslexia. The way that we treat kids with dyslexia is cute now and it's funny now to talk about. It was not fun to go through back then.
Yeah.
The amount of times I wanted to stab a pin through somebody's neck for making fun of me because I mispronounced, because I didn't know it. Like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah. So I don't know. I have been finding little things. It's much like when I was pregnant. Because I had such severe, well, I won't say severe, I had really bad morning sickness to the point where, like, I remember telling my beautician, girl, I don't know if I want to have this baby. That's how bad my morning sickness was. Like, I was thinking about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I could not eat. There was no food that I could eat consistently for the first 4 months, and I could not drink water at all for the first 5 months of my pregnancy. To the point where, like, still to this day, it probably does not do this to me anymore. But water used to make me throw up so bad. It's like, if I started feeling nauseous, like I had to throw up, but I couldn't, I would just drink water and it would make it come up. So now, still to this day, I cannot drink water on an empty stomach. You know how you might get up and drink water first thing in the morning? I cannot do that. In my head, it's going to make me throw up. It might not. But in my head, because of
your brain has made the connection, and so automatically now
I cannot drink. I cannot drink water on an empty stomach. Like, first thing in the morning. Like, the only exception is literally, like, if I wake up in the middle of the night and my throat's real dry, and even then I probably won't drink water. Not because I don't want water, but because the water is gonna make me throw up. So I'll just drink something that has something in it. Because the water, if I drink water, it'll make me throw up. But I brought that up because during my pregnancy, I had to figure out ways to eat. I had to put certain things. So I'm kind of like going through that again. So I have to find better ways to eat more often, because once I am hungry, that's like, I can't let myself get hungry, because once I start getting hungry, I don't want to eat. It's like the hungrier I get, the harder it is to actually eat. So I have to start, like, eating more often, but I'm not a huge snacker, which is so crazy because I used to have a nickname amongst my friends when I was in college. Young Rox the snacker. That is literally what I took snacks with me everywhere I went. Like, I was literally the turn. You know, grandma's always got snacks, candies, and shit in their purse. I always had sunflower seeds. Not a whole lot of candy. The only candies, like actual candy that I really eat, is like Sour Patch Kids. But I always had chips. I always had shit on me in my car, in my purse. Like, I always had shit. I was literally Young Rox the snacker. That's what they called me. And now it's like, if I could, I'd eat 2 big ass meals a day, and that's it. But that is not
That is not conducive to your life goals.
To my goals. No.
How's the gym going, by the way?
I haven't been this week because sick yesterday. I usually go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I haven't been this week because I was sick, but I do plan on going tomorrow since I feel better today. I'm gonna. But no, it's been going great. I only work my legs. I do like one core and one back exercise every time I go to the gym, but that's it. But I don't really see I understand why I should, because slimming out or toning up my back and stomach is going to help with the illusion of the hips and
definition. Yeah.
Yes, but I am already tiny.
Yeah.
So it's like I could, of course I can tone up, sure, but that's not really.
I'm focusing on the things that I want to build right now, and I can do maintenance on the rest as we.
Yeah, that'll be more of a I think once I hit the goal that I want, the size that I want with my lower half, that's probably when I start doing Pilates again, which is gonna help with the core and tone everything. Yeah. So
yeah,
but but each time I go, I do work a different. I go 3 days a week. And I work different muscle groups in my legs each day.
That is going to be so beneficial.
Yeah.
Especially because I have considered just doing I want to grow my quads. Mm-hmm. So now my leg day is probably going to be more quad focused. Mm-hmm. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah. I do Mondays. I do just standard leg exercises that's mostly focused on glute max. Mm-hmm. Wednesdays, I usually do more thigh. So hamstrings and quads, and then Fridays I do more the hips, like the outer and top.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite day. Those are my favorite exercises.
For the outer and the top, yeah, because that's what's gonna help you so working the outer and the top is usually the thing that is going to help give you the shape that you want to have. Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, but for me, so my butt is it's there. But it kind of smooths into my thigh. I want a cup. I want you to be
you want the thing at the bottom. So if you want the thing at the bottom, that's gonna be you gotta have to squat. Yeah, that's all of them things there.
Mm-hmm. That's the stuff that I do on Monday. It's just to stand when I do the leg press every time I go to the gym, but different places. So
I'm talking about building that shelf.
Yeah, so you're talking, that's my favorite. That's my favorite day. Yeah. Fridays are my favorite day, just because those exercises are my favorite. I don't know. I know I told you, but I don't know if we were on the pod. But donkey kicks and the fire hydrants with a weight, just right here in the back of the leg. And those fire hydrants I do. I think it's called the clamshell. You lay it on your side. Mm-hmm. You just I do that, but on the cords. So standing, that shit burns. So it's such a good burn. I like the exercises that I can feel immediately. Most of the time, because I'm so out of shape, most of the time when I want to stop doing the exercise, it's because I can't breathe, not because it hurts. It's because I am tired.
Oh, you can just work. So, okay. You might need to just have someone to go with you to help you with your breathing. Because you just may be breathing in the wrong places and now you fucking yourself up.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm just incredibly, I don't do cardio because it goes directly. I don't do, the most cardio I do is because I always superset. But I have cut back and I only superset my leg press and my squats. So I will usually do the leg press and then I will get off and either do regular squats or sumo squats or whatever. So I only superset that. The rest I'll just do one exercise at a time.
Okay.
But
because the only reason I say don't superset is because you don't want to get your heart rate up too high.
And that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, but if you're gonna superset and you can do it slowly enough so that you're working the muscle and not working your heart.
Yeah, that, and I started taking a longer break because I'd break for I would break. It wouldn't be a time. It would be okay, I can go. I'm breathing fine. But now I take a 2 to 3 minute.
You gotta
if I'm supersets, I do a 2 to 3 minute in between. Now them other ones. Maybe 45 seconds to a minute.
But with them big compound movements, like your squat, your leg press, you need a 2 minute break, 2 to 3 minute break, because otherwise you're not gonna be able to lift the same again.
Yeah. And I hit 205 on the leg press. Very happy about that. And I'm doing it properly this time. I posted a video about it before, and my form was right, but I was too far back in the seat. Mm-hmm. But now I'll be all the way, knees be, relax. I have a man. knees be right here. I'm, full.
Are you still on the machine, or you started with plate loaded yet?
No, because I haven't gone to the gym.
Okay.
I went to Planet Fitness.
Oh Lord.
Sat in the parking lot. I told you that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I went to Planet Fitness, sat in the parking lot, and was like, I'm going home. And I went back home. I just went to my gym. I don't think I can go for the first time by myself, because I'm walking into a place and I have no idea what's on the other side of those doors. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what anything is. Like, I write out. Well, I have it written down now, but I have notes in my phone for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I already know what workouts I'm going to do. Sometimes I might switch it up, but I know what I'm going to do when I get in there, because I know the type of person if I am. If I don't have a plan when I go in there, I'm just going to be walking around. That's
like little one. She be just roaming around like a bunny.
Just walking around reading the reading the machines.
What does this one do? I think I'll do this. Okay.
And they ain't taking shit serious. So, like, the fact that I think the first time I go in there, vet will probably have to come with me, so I can get a layout. I can know what to expect about how many people is in here, what's the spacing looking like. I don't know if I'm going to do Planet Fitness though, because I did find another gym that's closer to me that's about the same price. But yeah, I need to know what I'm.
There should be an LA near you.
Ain't nobody. There's LA Fitness walking. It's right up the street. I'm not trying to spend $40 a month.
Is it $40 a month?
Yeah, and it's $40 a month, and I think you can only go to that one for the $40. That shit is expensive.
So I got 24, and I got EOS, because EOS is like right up the street. But I use 24 when I'm like at work. Which, now that I don't have like poetry stuff to do anymore, I can get back to like my full on like workouts, and it's like it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna get. I sent my homeboys a picture of like what I was squatting. He was like, "Bro, you trying to dunk again? Like, why are you going so hard?
Yeah.
Why aren't you?
Do more? Don't tell me to."
But I wasn't gonna tell him that because he's a personal trainer, so I don't have the time to argue with his.
Yeah, but it's going good. I look forward to going to the gym. I enjoy it when I'm there. I be in there sweating up a fucking storm. But like, the gym has never been a problem for me. I make jokes. I'm not doing that. I make jokes, but the gym has never been a problem for me. In the past, the problem has always been I don't see the point in the gym because I know I don't eat right. I still feel that way, but I'm just pushing through and hoping to also get my eating together the way I got going to the gym together.
Hopefully the thing will be that you will work out, and so that you will feel the need to eat now because you need to fuel your body.
That does not work with me, because my issue is no longer not having an appetite. I have an appetite. Sometimes I just can't eat. So that makes it worse, because my body, like, I already have the appetite, and then I go to the gym, so now I have more of an appetite, but I still just, it's just like the insomnia. You're tired. You're sleepy. You lay down and just cannot fall asleep. I'm hungry. My body knows that I'm hungry, and my brain knows that I'm hungry. I sit down and just cannot eat the food. Yeah.
Sorry, friend. And
Vet pointed out that I do this thing where, like, I'm eating, and I have big girl meals from like McDonald's and Jack in the Box. He'll like, especially if I smoke, he knows go get my big girl meal, and I'll be eating, and then at some point, once my brain realizes, girl, you've eaten enough, I will try to put food in my mouth, and immediately. And that's the last bite. Can't do nothing else after that. Also, my stomach is like, it's like, I can eat. If I take one sip of water, I'm full instantly. I cannot eat and drink. I cannot eat and drink at the same time. Like, that's why I'd be so mad if I choke. Damn, now I gotta wash this down. That's it. Like, I be sitting there, like, I'm so thirsty. I want this juice so bad. I want to drink something so bad, but I know once I drink, that's it. I'm not eating nothing else. So I have to wait till I'm done. Like, at home, I don't even bring a drink to the table, because I'm not gonna drink.
Oh no, I've been needing a drink. I need something to get.
I wish I could. You know how people be Kev on stage had a video where he was like, all you parents out there, stop telling your kids they're gonna fill up on drink, and don't let them have nothing to drink before they eat, because then they're gonna fill up. No, that's me.
If you drink too much, you will not. That's the thing that they used to tell boys, like, if you're trying to lose weight, like, drink a glass of water before you eat, you'll feel way fuller.
Yeah. I can see that working because that's how it is for me. As soon as I have, and I'll be like, I'm gonna just wet my whistle. I'm gonna just get a little. God damn it, I'm full. Can't eat. I don't want to smell this fucking food no more. Get it away,
bro. I do not have that issue.
Yeah.
I am going on like a sugar fast though. I'm not doing sugar for no added sugar for the next 2 weeks. So I was like, hey yo, little one, I need fruit. Cause I'm gonna want sweet things. And as a kid, we didn't have a whole bunch of like sugar and like juice and like all of that. We mainly had
fruits and shit like that. Yeah.
So I'm going back to that, and I'm gonna see if I notice a difference in like energy and all of that stuff. Cause taking out sugar,
processed sugar,
is one of the most. It is the most addictive substance on the face of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas is dying over sugar.
Yeah. Big mama, you on.
Mm-hmm. And I diabetes running my family. So I'm like, before I get to like
right, preventative instead of reactive.
Yeah. So before I get to like 40 and they're like, hey, we got to take your leg. I'm like, hey, why don't I?
My leg. That's that.
You my nigga. Speaking of, this was on the docket. Do you have like friends that you would inherit before, or like friends that you would not inherit before?
Yeah, both. Yeah, because I have like.
Okay, let's go through. What's the category of friends that you have that you love down, but you will not inherit before? Do they all have similar characteristics?
No, honestly, because of the way that I make friends, it's really just a time thing because I have recently made new friends.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see myself. Well, you know what? Because I'm just thinking about it. Like my newest close friend is Tiana.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say inherit beef, I'm not ever going to be fighting on your behalf. Mm-hmm. I can't see a situation where I'm fighting on her behalf. I would absolutely be fighting with her. And if there is a person, like, if you mean like inherent beef by like, if there is a person that she don't like and she tells me why she don't like them, I don't know them, but I think, yeah, that's fucked up. I now don't like them. So by that definition, no, I don't have any friends that I wouldn't inherit beef for because all my friends come first. My friend don't like you. I don't like you either.
The only friends that I will not inherit beef for is like you be getting beef over stupid reasons.
Yeah.
Like or I know that you are frequently wrong, but I love you. So I'm just not gonna be on you. I love you, but no, they were absolutely right. I'm not inheriting this beef.
I had a friend back in the day. I took her with me to this little party. The party was being thrown by a nigga that I knew. Mm-hmm. Now they was having a beach party in Galveston. So of course, we live in Galveston. Mm-hmm. So he invited us out there. I took my friend with me. And we were there for a few hours, everybody mixing and mingling or whatever. And then at some point, she was sitting on the couch talking to this dude. He said, hey, you want to take a walk with me real quick? I say, bet. I let her know. I asked her if she's cool. Are you comfortable staying here? Because you don't know nobody in here, before this. She said she's cool. Me and him leave. We gone for maybe like 30 minutes. Come back. She into it with some girl. I don't know what's going on, but I know you better get your finger out of my friend's fucking face before I have to beat your ass. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm automatically on my friend's side. I'm hearing everybody yelling and stuff. I don't care. Don't talk to her like that. I'll air this bitch out. Get in the car. Now, bitch, why would you do that?
Why'd you throw a pin at it?
And you don't even know what it is. Why the fuck would you do that? In there, I don't give a fuck. That's my friend. And I'll beat your like, no, y'all not finna, no. Mm-hmm. In private?
I have always been that way. I will back you in public, and as soon as we get to a space where
what
the fuck is wrong with you?
Why would you put us in that situation?
Speaking of which, I had so we was the only when I couldn't back them niggas. I was in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. We all know New Orleans is very different. That's not a place you want to play around and find out. Like that's not the place. And so we're on New Orleans. This is during Mardi Gras. So locals is around, but they're not really trying to be where we're at because they know. But also like. Let's go enjoy the festivities, kind of, sort of, let's whatever. So I'm there with me and two of my homeboys and one of our other homegirls. and I see them two talking to these two young ladies. They don't see the two young men behind the two young ladies. They also haven't noticed the engagement ring on one of Shorty's hand. So I'm looking and I'm going, what's the name? And then oh boy finally gets tired of these two young men talking to their women. And so he says something. And my friend looks like, hey, yo, like, you want a problem? And I'm like, first of all, you can't fight. You can't fight and we are not at home. What are you doing? The quickness with which I came and put both of them in headlocks and said, my bad, bro.
Yeah.
He said, get them away from us. What type of situations are you trying to put me in? Yeah. That I had to big brother you in this? Because come and put two niggas in a headlock is crazy. And I had to be like, in the moment, it's one of the only times in which I was like, because our safety is in jeopardy. I cannot wait till we get to a safe place to talk about this with you. No, it's got to
turn into something else.
And I've got to show them that I also think you're being stupid with the way that I handle this to keep us out of some shit.
And you don't want to go to jail in New Orleans.
Because also, no.
Especially not during Mardi Gras.
You don't want to die in New Orleans because they're at home.
Oh, these were locals?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're at home. We are not at home. Why are you playing with, where your instincts at?
Yeah. Do you know why the people in New Orleans are more inherently like bad? Like more rowdy, because there was a jail in France.
Okay.
This is during the Louisiana Purchase or whatever. Yeah. There was a jail in France that was overpopulated, and they took all of them and put them in New Orleans. So just hope like their ancestors was criminals.
It's the same thing with Australia. Them is different types of white folk because all the people that was over there that was helping settle that land were all criminals. They had like sentences that they were like putting in out there.
Yeah. I almost got into two fights the last time I was in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. Two separate occasions. One of them, I told this girl, I will tell you what almost caused the actual fight, and then you can let me know if it's a story that you want to hear. I ended up telling the girl, sis, that's our man today.
Story.
There was this group of about 4 guys. There's a group of me and my friends, 4 of us. We just kept passing them. We never stopped to actually have like conversation. We just would pass each other, flirt. But we walking up and down Bourbon Street, we just kept passing them. One time we were passing by, the dude who I kept like making eye contact, he ain't had no shirt on. So literally wasn't even talking. As he was walking by, I just reached out and rubbed across his chest because we've been seeing him. A girl grabbed my hand and said, that is my man. And I said, no, sis, that's our man today. My friends ain't never swooped me up. The way you had to come put them in headlocks is the way my friends had to come.
I have to know, what was his reaction?
Shock. Yeah, shock.
He didn't know. This is the thing, because I'm trying to imagine me being out with little one and someone do it, and the way I would have to grab her.
Yeah, he kind of
to keep her from killing, because she don't.
Yeah, but she wasn't on that, because she had time. If you wanted to do something, we could have did something.
Oh no, little one don't play that.
Yeah, she took too long to think about it. I think she was just so caught off guard.
What happened?
She was so caught off guard that, and it's something about place and time and the drinks that you drink, because I am not an angry drunk.
Yeah, usually
I'm not an aggressive drunk. But the other fight I almost got in was in a club.
Okay.
First of all, that's the first problem. If it's Mardi Gras, I'm on Bourbon Street. I ain't got no business being inside nowhere. The party is on the street. So why the fuck am I even in here? We in this club. Waitress keeps coming by. I have already had my limit. I know y'all know I'm small and I don't drink like that. It's always been that way. I'm already drunk. Waitress kept coming by, passing out shots. She kept asking me, do I want a shot? I kept telling her no. And you know, like the test tube shots that they do? Like it's in a long ass like test tube or whatever. Usually they put the clothes in their mouth and then like lean it over and do it. She literally grabbed me by the back of my head, held me back, and that's assault. I kept telling her I didn't want no shots. She did that, and I'm like, you know what? Cool, a free shot. I ain't mad at it. End of the night, she come asking me to pay for that. You lucky I'm not filing charges. I'm not paying for a fuck thing. I told her I'm not paying for that. She goes to tell the bouncer. I follow her outside. Me and her are into it. The bouncer is like, you don't want to go to jail here. You don't. It's the weekend. And I think this was the weekend before. Because, you know, Mardi Gras is a holiday.
Yes.
You're not getting out of here till Wednesday at the earliest. You're not going home. You don't want to do this. I looked at him first when he said that. I said, okay, I hear you. Then I looked her dead in the face and I said, if you want that money, you got to beat my ass. That's the only way you're going to get it. If you beat my ass, I would gladly give you however much that shot costs. Until then, find you something to do.
What did the bouncer say?
He put me out. But I explained to him also what happened. Yeah. Like, I told her I didn't want the shot. She's lucky I'm not pressing charges against her. Just because all my friends, the smart thing to do would have just been to put that shot on somebody else's tab. We're all here. Everybody else is taking shots. Everybody's drunk. The smart thing for you to do would have just been to put the shot on somebody else's tab. But since you wanted me to pay for it after you assaulted me, come beat my ass if you want it that bad. But if you can't do that, you ain't getting no money. Not from me.
No, that's fair.
And then as soon as this is all like the same day.
Men be having that, but with women.
What you mean?
If you can beat my ass, you can have her.
Oh yeah, I've definitely asked niggas, you got a girlfriend? Can she fight? Because if she can't fight, then you single as far as I'm concerned.
You are. I remember you talked about not being a good person in your past. I'm like, oh. What's that? So this is the thing. But when I used to, so I have never cheated on a person that I was in a relationship. Have women cheated on their boyfriends with me? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Did I ever care? No, because if he was that good of a dude, she probably wouldn't be cheating. Because for the most part, from what I saw, the women that cheated with me, they cheated for good reason. Yeah. And it was never that I was so special. Yeah. They was gonna cheat anyway. I just happened to be like
right place, right time.
Yeah. And like she was looking for somebody, and I was like, oh, I guess it's me. Yeah, might as well. I forgot what I was saying or what that was in reference to, but you know, I've never cheated on anybody, but there are just people that I'd be like, bro, I don't have to fight. I've never had an issue with having to fight the boyfriend, mostly because I shut up and I know what my lane is. And women are also just far better at cheating than men are because y'all are way more slick with it. So like you picked the dude that wasn't going to run his mouth and you picked the dude that didn't really want nothing. He just wanted what you was offering. Right. The problem is men don't have discernment and they pick the girl that don't just want what's on offer. She wants everything because she see how good you treat her.
I don't understand cheating because it's like, you want to cheat on your wife or your girlfriend with me? How much you willing to pay for that? Are you prepared? I've told a man that and he left me alone. I said, bro, don't you have a wife? Man, I ain't trying. Listen, this is not going to be cheap. You want to cheat on your wife with me? I am going to hold that shit over your head and threaten to tell her every single time I want something that you don't give it to me. Are you sure? I might still do it just from these messages alone. Ain't shit happen. I might still do it. It might already be too late for you. I might start blackmailing your ass today. Just because you're trying to get at me. And I'm telling you, I know you have a wife and I would like for you to leave me alone. And you saying no. So how bad do you want your wife to not find out?
Wait a minute. Having a wife, getting rejected, and not taking the rejecting and still persisting to the point that someone has to tell you, I'm going to tell your wife, your wife need to leave you. You need a divorce because you don't want to be married.
I've made a video about that before. Niggas will absolutely be in full-blown committed relationships and be upset with you for not cheating with them. That is a thing that has happened to me on multiple occasions. In my youth, I don't know what has changed now. Married niggas or niggas in relationships do not. I don't know if it's because I'm in one or I don't know. I'll probably say ever since like 27. Most men, I rarely get hit on by taking men. I don't think I'm giving that I'm going for that. But in my youth, like, yeah, all the time. And get an attitude. I had a man tell me, I thought you liked to mind your business.
What a
You ate that one little thing. You might have ate that one because I'm always talking about how much I mind my business, and here I am all in your business.
I thought you liked to mind your business is nuts.
He's like, that's why I can't, because you like to mind your business. That's not your business. Oh.
The man wasn't wrong.
You ate? Okay. You ate that one little thing. You're not eating nothing else though. Why would you play? Yeah. No, he was right.
He cleaned his plate.
He ate me up. I can't even lie.
That's nuts. I've like I said again, I have never cheated before, and now I'm ethically non-monogamous, so I have no need to cheat. If there's someone that which is why a little one gets so irritated because she be looking at me like when all those like cheating things, you know how like women want to make jokes. If you ever did this, I kill you, and they send you the little memes, and you're like ha 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 whatever. But when she sends them to me, I have a very logical reaction, and my reaction is always, I would never cheat on you. We're ethically non-monogamous. I would just come and have a conversation with you about the person that I'm interested in. And she's like, and it's one of them things where
play along. Don't piss me off.
You ever seen somebody so healed that it pisses you off? I feel like that's one of them moments where she's like, you're so healed that it's irritating. Mm-hmm. And I need you to be a little bit toxic with me.
I need you to at least play toxic sometime. Remember, I used to constantly come on this show back when I was dating Cheesy Fries. I used to constantly come on this show and say, the toxic shit is fun sometimes. It's just a good time. Like I be playing.
That's the thing. Like I have such an aversion to that toxic shit because I've been through so much hell.
Yeah.
That I'd be like, I don't even really want to play like this.
It'd be fun sometimes.
No, because then I'm gonna hurt your feelings, and then it's not gonna be fun.
Not me.
But see, Rox, we have clearly established you're not like the others. And I don't want to be in that weird like, oh, you're not like the other Negroes way, or that weird like you're one of the good women way, but you just don't think about things. For example, we go out to a restaurant. Mm-hmm. Me and let's say me and Vet go out to a restaurant. We were just hanging out, like getting drinks, watching the game. He says he's gonna bring you some food home. Mm-hmm. The waitress has been flirting with him and writes her number on the receipt to the what's name. He don't notice because he ain't paying attention to her, like whatever. He brings you the phone and you see this girl's name and number on the food. You still gonna eat the food?
Hell yeah. Why wouldn't I eat it?
There are segments of the population that be like, I can't eat this now because this other bitch got her name on this food.
Logistically, that doesn't even make sense because she's a waitress. She don't even cook the food. It ain't like she made it for him. They had a restaurant. It ain't like this bitch is his coworker. And she just brought him some food that she cooked for Sunday dinner. Like,
is that a thing? Would you be mad if Vet had a coworker that was constantly bringing him food?
Yes, but because of my current situation where if you want home cooked food, I can do that for you. I can send you to work with lunch every day if that's important and that's what you want. I can do that. Now, the only problem I would have with it otherwise is if I felt like he wasn't doing his part in letting her know what it actually is. Like, if you tell her I'm in a relationship, I love my girlfriend and I'm not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. If you want to bring me food, I'm cool with that. She cool with that. Fine. If there is any, she can think whatever she want to think as long as he is not alluding in any way that this means something
other than what it is.
Right. Okay. Because you got to eat and I don't particularly enjoy cooking. So, and is the food good? Tell her to make enough for the both of us.
That's the thing. I have a coworker that brings me food, but that's like my big cousin, and she will bring me enough for a little one. She'll be like, take this to your girl too.
Yeah. So I don't have a problem with that. I remember having to make a video because I saw somebody saying that they were mad because other girls found their man attractive. I don't want no nigga that don't nobody else think is fine.
If no one thought little one was fine, I would question my taste.
What the fuck is wrong with me where I'm the only bitch that wants you?
No, people constantly think that I'm punching up, which I like. I want everyone to think that my girl is so fine that they go, I don't know how you did that for real. Yeah,
like, you better learn how to fight. or get you some funny comebacks or something. Like, I'm not threatened.
Well, the thing that works with me is being like I will only fight if it is necessary, and like if you want to leave, you can't. Something about telling a bad bitch, if you want to leave, you can, but you're not gonna find too much like me out there.
Yeah,
go ahead, do your thing. They will often be like, "That's a good man, Savannah."
Yeah. Well, when I say you better learn how to fight, what I mean is, excuse me, there's a certain confidence.
Oh yeah.
In knowing, girl, try all you want, but I know if you get too close, I will beat your ass. Try all you want.
Oh, Little One definitely has that.
There's a song, an old song. Do you know what hit clips are?
That sounds familiar.
Hit clips were a thing in the probably like early 2000s. It's this little bitty mini MP3. It's not even an MP3 player. It's this little mini player thing, and they had these little. It played 60 seconds of a song. It wasn't even the whole song. You would buy them, put them in there, you listen to them or whatever. I had this song on my hit clips called "He Loves You Not" by this white girl group named Dream. They have so many fucking bars. The song is them singing to this girl saying, "I see what you're doing. I know you want my man. His hands ain't tied. If you can pull him, you can have him. But he not going." They literally start the song off by saying, You're picking petals off of flowers trying to get your way. Girl, you could pick a field full of daisies. He always gonna be my baby." So it's like there's just this confidence in he's not not going.
Which is the exact confidence that I'd be like, if she would like to, she can. If you can
get him up off me, then give it your best shot.
Would she be like, you don't ever worry that I'm gonna leave you? No. Because if there's something better out there for you, I want you to go get that. I believe I'm the best thing for you, though. So I'm going to continue to move like I am.
Yeah. I would be more worried about my man leaving me because of something that I did. I am never worried about nobody taking no nigga from me. There's a difference between you leaving. I might worry about, okay, with Vet and I, we have very different love languages. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I do get concerned, like, I'm not that affectionate of a person. And he is. So is that going to be a problem? I think about, would he ever stop being happy with me because of something that I've done or or even if it's not something that I've done, we grow apart, something happens between. One thing I ain't never worried about is no female taking my nigga from me. Absolutely not. If he want to leave, it's going to be because he wants it to.
I'll lose him before you take him.
You're not going to take no, that's not a thing. It's not happening.
I don't provide an environment that makes it possible for you to take something from me.
Because I don't know
how that would happen. Let's just.
Remember I told you about the toxic relationship that I was in for like 4 years? We was very on and off, a lot of back and forth. Okay. That is the only time I've ever been cheated on. But here's the thing, right? I found out he was cheating on me, and I left, but I did come back. Mm-hmm. But here's what hurt. First of all, I found out some girl named Janae kept texting his phone. I said to him, I'll never forget, it's the middle of the night. It was probably like 11 o'clock. Text message come up from Janae. I said, listen, I don't care about you having female friends. They need to respect the fact that you're in a relationship. 11 o'clock at night is entirely too late for her to be texting you. And the first thing out of his mouth was, I am not fucking her.
Yeah, that nigga was so guilty. That's crazy. You don't even lie good.
So I'm like,
this is the thing.
We were young,
but that's how I also used to know, like, when girls really wanted to have sex, but they like wanted you to respect them. They started answering questions I ain't asked. They were like, I don't have sex with men unless they're my boyfriend. I was like, we was talking about what type of pizza toppings you like.
This isn't that type of.
We was about to literally order pizza. I don't even know you, ma'am. This is our first link. I don't know.
It wasn't okay. So that happened, and I immediately knew, okay, yeah, you're up to something. So then I did go, I went through his Apple, he was in the living room. Mm-hmm. I went through his Apple Watch. saw the text messages between him and her. That is when I packed up all my shit that was in the bedroom and I went out to the living room and I walked on the top of the back of the couch and tried to people elbow him. I tried to knock his block off. I'm so serious. But he rolled out the way. If I never knew wrestling was fake before then, I knew then, because there ain't no way I can't get out the way of that shit. He simply rolled off the couch. I was on the back of the couch, the top, and he just rolled off the couch. So I mean,
is that the same one you tried to empty all the Ajax and everything into his tub?
I emptied all the Comet, the Ajax, the bleach.
About to pass out
the fuck in that bathroom. Luckily, I had the sense to keep the bathroom door open. But yeah, if the wind would have blew and that door closed,
you've been dead.
I would have croaked. It was all kind toilet cleaner. It was all kind toothpaste. Everything.
Ridiculous amount of chemicals.
Everything. All the ammonia. But okay, so after that, broke up. The next day, we got into this fight so late at night that I put all of my shit in my car and went to work. Like it was so late and I had to be to work at 7 a.m. It probably was like 4 when all this happened. I just went to work. I didn't have nowhere else to go at that time. I was going to go to my mama's house the next day. But anyway, did that. He went to work the next day. I went back to his house to go gather the rest of my things, went through his iPad. And this was like the straw for me. This is like him talking to that other girl. They never did anything. They never met up or anything like that. The Janae girl. That was, I could have gotten past that. I got that iPad. I got on Twitter. And I saw all the bitches that he was trying to talk to and getting nowhere, and I threw up. I threw up. Why none of these bitches want you and I did? And so even though I left and I did come back, that was the part that I could never get over. It wasn't the cheating. I could have gotten past the cheating. Every day, I'm just like, you lame, ain't you? And I was running. There's a Boondocks episode when Riley was like, "He's gay, isn't he?" And he was like, "Yep." And I was running around saying something, so that make me gay, don't it? Yep. That's exactly how I felt. Like, he lame, ain't he? And I was running around talking about my man. That make me lame, don't it? That is why. I came back for a couple of months, but I could not get past that. The fact that all of them bitches was rejecting him.
This is the thing. I'm lame, but I'm lame for a different reason. I'm never lame for that. I'm lame because if ever I'm in a situation in my DMs where I am unsure with whether or not someone is flirting with me, I'm going to ask you if you are flirting with me, because I want everybody to know what's happening so that we can all act appropriately.
The thing is, he was in their DM. He was initiating and they were either ignoring him or no. I'm like,
please stop, sir.
And neither one of us had the other one like on our social medias at the time, so it's not like it was like, oh no, you're in a relationship.
It was like, ew, no.
Ew.
If you go through your man's DMs and you see a girl actually send him back ill, no. Can you imagine?
You have to leave the relationship. What are you not seeing, Sistren? Everybody else knows something that you don't.
Ill no is wild.
Ill no is crazy. Yeah, and that is why we didn't work out. I could have probably gotten past the cheating, especially since nothing actually ever happened. But
cheating women will forgive. Cheating plus embarrassment.
You asked me that before. Yeah. You asked me like a this or that, and I was like, yeah, no, I can't. I can't. You're not gonna.
They cheat on you and no one knows about it, or they embarrass you and everyone knows about it.
Wait, what?
Okay, it's this or that. They cheated on you, but they cheated on you. You don't know who the person is. You're never going to find out who the person is. They admitted it to you. It's all good. It happened. Or they did something to humiliate, embarrass you, and everyone knows.
Well, of course, the first one. Of course. I mean, which would you rather? Of course, the first one. But if you're talking about, I think the question that you asked me before was like, would you rather your man actually cheated on you,
or get rejected,
got rejected, or tried to cheat and got rejected? Because at least with the first one, at least I know my nigga can still get bitches. Nobody. Oh no, I can't. Like, I'm telling you, that's why I could have gotten past the cheating if I wanted to. But seeing you in multiple women's DMs being curved and or ignored, I couldn't get past that.
He was responding to a whole bunch of stories.
No, this was Twitter.
Oh no.
It was back in the day. This is before story. This was probably like 2016, 2017. I don't know if stories was around.
I think they were, but people wasn't using them like that.
Yeah. This was earlier on. But yeah.
Now stories be the calling card. Like sometimes I'll be looking at my friends' stories. I'll be like, who did you want to see this?
Oh yeah.
There was a specific. This was one for one specific person, and sometimes I will ask them. I'll be like, did they see it? Not yet.
I have absolutely removed everybody from my close friends except one person. The person I wanted to see it.
This is the thing. Like, this has happened to me before, where I don't really know you, but you add me to your close friends, and your close friends is like wild horny. I'm confused about what this means.
Yeah.
And there's been occasions where I have just asked. I'd be like, yo, this is real horny, and I can't tell if this horny is directed to me or not. And if it is, that's cool. Just make that clear. And if it's not, that's also cool. I'm going to shut up now.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was like, yo, no, this is, and sometimes it absolutely is not directed at you. And because I was cool about it, they didn't take me out the close friends. Right. I still got to see all the horniness. I just know now it's not aimed at me.
My close friends is never horny, and I hate that for me. It's never horny.
Like the close friends that you post?
No, and like, as somebody who has almost 200,000 followers, I think, on Instagram, people would just be putting me in their close friends. Like you can do that even if somebody don't follow you. Sometimes I'll be scrolling through my activity, and people who I do not follow will have put me in their close friends. Like, I don't follow you back. They follow me, but I don't follow them back. And I'll just see the little green thing or whatever. But it's never like the most. It might be like horny memes. Are you gonna put your titties out or not?
It'd be a lot of horny memes. Women will horny meme
you to death. I don't need like.
I'd be like, the other thing that I'd be like is, with the amount of horny y'all are, you could absolutely
just post this.
You could and you could no, but you could absolutely go find someone that fulfills these qualifications.
Yeah.
Especially if you just be like, I don't want to keep you. I just need to borrow you.
Some. I just need something you got real quick.
But
I have a homeboy who always puts nails, like nails being done, in his close friends. And that makes me feel like it's kinky. I don't like, because why are you hiding it? I don't want to be a part of this, because what is it like?
What type of fetish?
There's nothing sexual. It's literally just like, if you were to get on Instagram and put in nail inspo, like I often do when it's time for me to get my nails done, I'll type in
Who's
nail
this for?
inspo. And it's in his close friends. The designs be fire. I've gotten a couple of set ideas from his close friends, but I'm just like, but why are you hiding it? That's making me feel like it's kinky.
Could be.
Yeah. I don't really know what that's about, but to each their own. I don't know. I don't really post shit in my close friends.
I haven't for a while.
Yeah.
I don't be having, because like the type of I'd be meme horny, but I'm meme horny on regular. Like, I don't got close
I'm
friends
like,
that.
There's not much that I would post for a select few that I wouldn't post for everybody. Like,
unless it's like things about my actual real life.
Yeah.
Or
if it's certain things that I don't want other people to see. Like, did you see that video I posted on TikTok of one of my mutuals on Instagram wanted to send me this bodysuit? Mm-hmm. Have you seen that video? Mm-mm. I made this video. I don't know if I should tell it on here, because I did whatever. This girl somebody wanted to send me like a one of them workout bodysuits, them all in one pieces or whatever. And she didn't ask me to do anything. She just said, "Hey, can I send this to you? I see you be in the gym and shit."
I did see this video. You talk about how
And I'm thinking, okay, she didn't ask me to make no videos or nothing. I'm thinking, wear it. If somebody asks where you got it from, just tell them where I got it from. Cool. I go to, she sends me a link for me to go buy it. I see in the link it already got a code there. It's going to be free for me. It literally says Roxanne 100. It's free for me regardless. I click on it. That shit said it was $130 US. That's the type of shit that be in my close friends. My friends only.
Because I'd be like,
who are you talking to?
I'd be like, I don't understand. The things where we like when I have to ask questions about certain stuff, that's the type of stuff I be putting in my friends only or my close friends.
Yeah, I'm usually in there like being shady or some shit like that. I just don't want the or a year ago, I don't know if you saw this one because I just posted it yesterday. A year ago, there was this trend. This girl had made a video where she said, "Name a scam that has become so normalized you don't remember, you don't even realize it's a scam." Yeah, and everybody had these stitches over there. Everybody was stitching it. I stitched it. I stitched it. I'm sorry, not a year ago. It's from 2 years ago, 2022, when I was still married. I stitched it and said, getting married. No, finding a person, getting married, and having kids. Just have kids with your best friends or something. This shit is for the birds. Like, don't do it. I said that in June of 2022. I was still married. And so when it popped up on my memories, I posted it to my friends only with the cap, like on the screen, it says, "Ain't no way y'all didn't see my divorce coming." And there was a few people in the comments like, "Yeah, we just didn't want to say nothing at the time. We definitely seen it." Somebody was like, "This ain't even about the kids for real." Somebody else said, "Manifest." I said, because in the video, I was like, every time I try to send my kids with their daddy, he in the other room, I be trying to send them. I want to be able to send them to their daddy every other weekend by court order. And when somebody said manifest, I said, not only that, but I got a much better deal. Not just every other weekend, every other week. Much better deal than every other weekend. But that's the type of shit that I be putting in my close friends. It's hardly ever nothing horny. Because I be horny out loud. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's literally a part of the brand. Like,
I don't feel a need to hide that.
It's a part of the brand at this point. Anytime they see me and him in the video, it's at least one sexual thing happening. If he's in the video, there's going to be some.
Always. Yeah. And when I scroll past, I'd be like, okay.
He finna grab her ass or like say something inappropriate. Like, it's literally, it's a part of the brand at this point.
I'd love that for y'all.
Thanks.
Yeah. I need to go grab ass and be inappropriate with little one.
Online?
Maybe. That could be a thing that we start doing.
Mm-hmm. We have a couple pages because people asked for it. Like, people kept saying that we needed a couple
I'm never doing one of those.
No? I don't mind. I think it's, yeah, I don't mind. It's cute. We don't post on there that much, but when we do like little sounds and trends and stuff, we just post it over there.
I have seen that. That is cute for y'all. I love that for y'all. Little one don't got the patience or the attention span to like do social media like that for real. Mm-hmm. She'd be like, "What should I do?" And then I like tell her the thing, and then she don't do the thing, and then it was just no.
Yeah, it's just another one of the pages that I post to. Like there's nothing on that page that I wouldn't have posted. Like, we don't make content for that page.
I was gonna say one of the reasons we don't have a real for real docket was because all last week I was not online.
Oh yeah,
it was so beautiful to not be online, but I know we got to go soon because you got to go pick up children's. Mm-hmm. And I got to go be inappropriate with little one. Mm-hmm. Handle that. But do you have anything else?
No.
When are we recording? We'll talk about that.
Probably this weekend.
Okay. And she'll be gone this weekend because she's flying out on Friday, I think.
She going home?
Mm-mm. See grandparents.
Okay.
Godparents.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, I don't have nothing else.
Okay. Y'all got anything else? You can't say nothing right now. Do you have a thing for them to leave at the end of the show? If you made it this far?
If you made it this far, no, I don't have anything. Just tell me your favorite color. Just put your favorite color in there.
I'm here with that. Well, thank y'all for being here. I've been RJ the Friendly Neighborhood Dom, and this has been.
I don't remember. Was it Tammy? I feel like I might have been Tammy at the beginning. Tammy. If it wasn't Tammy, it's Tammy now. Ho's gonna be Ho, so you can't blame Tammy.
AKA
Big Rocks.
Not the little one.
Never the little one, not even at the end of the show when I don't remember my name.
And y'all have been our favorite coworkers. We have been your favorite not safe for work coworkers. Thank y'all for being here. We'll see y'all back next week.
Bye.
Peace.